Okay, this is how I do my sampling without a computer. I don't use a computer at all. I just use a Korg Volca, and I'll show you some other modules I use. And the Volca, I do use an app. You need the app for it. I don't know how well you can see this, but there's some empty spots. The first thing you got to do is hit some of these red X's on some of the ones you don't want, and sync it up to your Korg Volca. And make some room, because there's not a lot of memory and there's no SD card in here. I set the attack and the decays all the way down. Everything else is pretty much in the middle, so you can adjust the speed and stuff later, because I record stuff fast to save memory. Because if you record a 5-second audio bit, somebody saying something, it takes up like 8 spaces in here, and there's only 100. And about 50 of them I want to keep. They're like snares and things like that, bass sounds, and some toms and things I'm going to keep in there. So you only have so much room to play with. So to speed things up, since I don't have a computer, I recorded all my samples onto this 8-track, onto CD, and then put the CD in here. I bought this like for 50 bucks years ago, and I can play things at different speeds. This...
Why you gotta make me feel so guilty, Ma?
That's a regular speed. But if I speed it up too fast, like that, it comes out a little too choppy. So I speed it up about 50%. Like so. And I was running the audio to my phone from my mixing board, but I found that it records at such a low volume that it's not even worth my time. So I play it, and then I just hold my phone up to a speaker and record the volume that way. And that's the nice thing. Once you make some room on here, you can take your phone anywhere, record anything you want, and then crop the ends of it off to make it as short as possible. And then you can add all kind of effects, so you can make things go forward, backwards. And when you put it in here, you can... See, that's a fast version of him, but I slowed the speed down. So now he's talking like normal again, and you can, I'm not going to play with this right now, but you can chop up the vocals and do all kinds of crazy things. I also take my phone over to my Euro rack, and I have a few sampler modules here on the end from the Netherlands. These two on the right and left of Mr. Smile here require audio in, so I plug my phone into this wire, which is ran into the speakers so I can monitor the sound, because I can't hear what I'm recording without that. And then I have this stereo cable connected to a mono converter into the sampler. And if I hit this black button, whatever samples in there will play.
It's gonna be alright, it's gonna be alright.
Turn him down. And you can adjust the speed of...
It's gonna be alright, it's gonna be alright.
You can slow them down, speed them up. You can add oscillation. I like to add my VCDLFO or mass, and you can chop up your samples and get crazy with it. This guy has a built-in mic, so I can just say record,
record, record, record,
and I can speed my voice up.
Select.
So he just samples
record
whatever's in the room, or put a mic in front of him, whatever. I trigger my samples in different ways, but a lot of times I'll use the Beatstep.
It's gonna be alright, it's gonna be alright.
The drum gates are ran to those 3 modules.
Record. Record.
And with, of course, whenever you're playing the drums, you got 64-step sequencer.
Record.
So you can chop up
record.
You can chop up your samples that way as well. And adding oscillation helps a lot. Let's see what I get.
Record. It's gonna be alright, it's gonna be alright.
Let me plug that into the right thing. Hold on a second. This Goes into here.
It's gonna be alright.
But anyway, yeah, you can mess with your samples that way. And I think that's about it. Have a good one.